think about it, we really need one another to achieve our purposes, why we're here. And talking about people's skills, that's where you really see the power of the uniqueness that each of us bring. As you guys form a team in the business, you all have roles to do in the business. However, to really excel in what you do, you need to begin to understand that you're going to need at some point to tap into your colleagues' uniqueness, into your colleagues' skills. And that's where the people skills come in.
The way that you've been made. So please write under that block or in that block, this is born in. It's your DNA, it's your fingerprint. Because if we all go for fingerprints, we all have exactly the same fingerprint. Isn't that true? Another way there would be, and you need to write this down because you're not going to remember everything, so that you're born in behavior, it's your DNA, and also you're either an A type or B type personality type. A or B. Okay guys, what I want you to see now is that there's been a slight paradigm shift in terms of the analysis that you did and the way that you do things. Because the way that you do things, this is in the character block, this is that middle block where this is what people see. Now I'm not surprised to find you there. This is what I expected you would be. You're still in the same place, still in the same place, still same place, and still same place. Who here is new in the C block? Yeah. Kevin, you knew?
That was my first as a C.
First, okay, right. But you're sort of still in the same block. Koos, jy is hier tussen die twee, nee.
Ek was S.
Jy is S en beseer.
Was S geweest, maar nou is ek seker.
Ek dink jy is meer seker as hoor. Ek dink nie jy is 'n S nie. Okay. Want jou gedrag wys. Baron, jy nog steeds hierso. Wie's nie hierso? Richard, waar was jy geweest voor dit? Beseer geweest. Okay. It's fine to be asked if you're doing this too. Now again we can do the exercise where we go and we swap to the next position to see whether you change left, right, or whether you go across. Let's change now.
What happens when you get there?
This confirms that in this industry, the bulk of the people should be here because you are a task-focused industry where there will be, we call this the control and command model, where most of the people will be in the control and command model. You see, there's no people there, and there's a few people over there. All right.
But I split between the two.
You split between the two? Yes. Okay. All right. So that's fine. Now, the one person here that surprises me is Mark. Okay? Grant. Keep up with Mark, Doran, and Grant Harrison. Okay, sorry. Forgive me for that. Because obviously, Grant, the way I see you, when we were interacting last night, I saw a lot of him over here. And yet when the exercise was done, there was no I. Am I right? Mm. You came out as first?
Oh, first was a SC.
SC. So that means that you were between here and there. Yeah. And now in just natural behavior icon, which means in relaxed situations, Grant, the I will come out, which means he's very much like Lappies. Come, Brian, let's get together. But he has to know you. There has to be trust. Is that correct? You're not surprised to be here? You okay?
Yeah,
100%. Right. Any questions, guys? This is the way it works. Enigiets wat vir julle snaaks is?
How did you move from a C to a D so quickly?
C to D?
Because I was on the introvert side. Now
Yes.
all of a sudden I'm moving.
Okay. Now what this says is, again, when you're relaxed
you schizo.
and you're more in control, that is 10 to 1 a learned behavior. Because you're the guy that does the training, don't you? Okay. You are, out of all these guys, should be the most adaptable. You should be able to go to all 4 of these quadrants quite easily. Because you're in the training model. Trainers learn these traits. It's a learned trait.
Oh, there's no drip run away now.
Okay. All right.
Sekuriteit, ja. Sekuriteit. Ons kyk op sekuriteit by ons.
Job security.
Ja, job security. Skryf maar job.
Another weakness is poor FaceTime.
You can have a good trajectory. You haven't got a good infrastructure.
Good infrastructure.
But we're not using it. I don't think we're utilizing it.
Yeah. But then I'm saying there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of more safety drives, for example.
Let's just say use of technology to improve safety.
Yeah. There's new technologies, first of all, in terms of efficiency, and then the other one for safety.
And then, of course, life of mine. We've still got the carbon leader below us. We're only mining VCR at this stage, so we still have the carbon leader that we can go to. So there's an opportunity of up to 60 years life still on this mine.
On the mine captain side, we are okay. The infrastructure, also, we've got a very good infrastructure. Surface or even underground, our infrastructure is good. Life of mine, like we said, we've got the project going on, the phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, 4, 5, and 6 projects which will be going on the mine. So the life of mine is good. And again, we said AGA, Anglo Gold Ashanti, meaning you're working for a global company. So yeah, we feel in our group that we are working for a self-secured, this is what Gideon said, self-secured company, so one feels sharp.
Very little small movements. I mean, in the class they say, who's in? They would like, I'm in. Whereas the I would be, juffrou, juffrou, juffrou. You know, and then can you see the difference between the introvert and the extrovert? And that's what they would do. And then movements for the C, a C always is very directed. They like to walk in 90-degree angles. They like to be very directed. They like to stand and observe people. But you can see the body language that would actually do that. So that's how we rate the differences. How do they rest? Well, let me get a check. Let's go play putt-putt. Because a D relaxes by doing things. Can you see this? Okay. They can't sit and do nothing. They relax by doing things. So you want to know that from now on, that is how the D will relax. How does an I relax? People, come braai by my huis. You know, with the World Cup, like Duma and all the people coming around, they all basically said, come to my place. It's going to be awesome. How do S's relax? Well, they love to lie in a bath. Just take it easy. They like to sit in front of the TV and just chill. How does a C relax? This is number one truth about a C that you will find out today that you never knew. By being alone. So when a C wants to relax, they don't want anybody around them. They might want to go to the garage and tinker a little bit with the tools and what have you. They might want to go and work on a project, but they don't want to be close to people. Now that's interesting. If I take the DISC model here, there's something called love languages. And that is that we all have a different love language. Now you find that the D's love language normally is touch. It's big tough men, but when they are sad, they need a hug. And I find that a lot of men, or a D, whose fathers didn't hug them, have got something amiss here. There's an over-authoritarian approach because that gentleness was not absorbed by a father hugging them sufficiently. The I's, their love language is words of affirmation. Tell them they're fantastic. Tell them that's the best section we've ever run. That's how they do it. The S's, they normally like you to do things. Their love language is service. Do little things for them. Like make sure there's food for them in their lunchbox. A little sweetie in, little things that you hate doing. And the C's love language is quality time. Spend quality time with me. And I will never do that, a true I. No. Let's say both of them, the I and the D, both bought brand new Mercs. The D can't wait to get in the car and go for it. The I, however, is more like this. Seat back, zzz, sunglasses, music, check my car. And drive slowly because they know. Have you seen these guys? You guys realize the Black Diamonds? They never travel fast. Because what? They've made it, man. Nja! They've arrived. By the way, the people, they call me Big Dog, just so you won't know. Okay, that's what they call me. So they slowly, man, that's what they do. That's how they drive. How do S's drive? Well, look at the state of their car. You look on the inside, papers, cans, car, and the thing is clapped out, falling apart. Because from an S, it just has to go from here to there. It doesn't matter what it looks like. There's no status in the S's car. That's why they can have the old Dutch that is falling apart. They don't care. The C's, well, it's a little bit of a different story. Have you ever seen the guys on the right-hand lane of the highway? The BMW comes, flickers lights. This guy's sitting there with his Toyota Cressida. He says the speed limit is 120 and it's my right to be here.
It's very easy to miss a great idea simply because that idea is sitting with someone who's more introvert than others. And we pass that person and we don't get that idea. So open communication is very important. Another point for me that I want to mention there under new attitudes, the issue of the listening skills. But here I'm talking effective listening skills. A lot of times we say, yes, I'm hearing you, but we actually are not listening.
Represents the people with the leadership and the people. The shovel represents the skills needed to develop the organization. We have direction. To have direction, we also look at the knowledge, the prosperity, money, housing, security, and ultimately our own goal is the gold. And the circle represents the actual total team concept. Without the unity in the whole process, we don't have anything.
I see the high C coming out making lines there. Need a ruler there.
Ja, hij is een D-kerk, hij is een ruler.
Was hij fantastisch?
20 cent, dat is 5 randen wat nou gelijk.
Die workforce hieronder?
Let's get another color.
Die pen is double.
Do you have any color for? What color is red? It's green. Can we get say red?
Direction, that's your goals. That's the driver. Then effective leadership and proper skills, knowledge and abilities. These two must work together to drive this, and then the outside will be the performance evaluation, the recognition and reward.
Big drum will
for the whole thing to motor to work.
Here's our goals and our direction. This is what we'll achieve. We want to get that ship to there.
Okay.
Right, our leadership there, we've got the captain and he's giving the direction that we need to go.
Yeah.
Our proper skills and knowledge and abilities, we've got our rowers there, we've got the guy that's looking out, and we've got the guy that's pushing the guys off the plank. Our performance evaluation, these guys didn't perform so well, so they got no rewards, these two guys. And our recognition will be, and the rewards will be the gold chest there.
In our team, we said we got the direction. First of all, to achieve something, you have to have that direction and a target. And our target is to get gold. And then around there, to get the communication, you have to communicate in such a way each and everyone will be able to know what are we looking for, or what is our target. And then for you to get a target, you have to have all the different skilled people. You can see there, the doors there, it shows that we're focusing to get gold. And then lastly, the whole circle, it talks about evaluation. You see, it's first block, second block, third block. It's an advance. We measure ourselves on weekly basis for a month. Okay.
What we said, firstly, is clear purpose and recognition. The bird has identified the frog as a target. He's gripped him in the mouth. That his purpose is to eat it. Okay? Leadership comes from the bird's instincts and his training from van kleins af, ja. Yes. Dankie Engels vir die Engels. Skills. The frog's skills is he saw that he's going down the drain. He realized gripping the neck of the bird, and if he holds on, at the end of the day there will be a reward for his performance, because he has to hold on long enough to strangle the bird, and the bird will let go.